Very personal. My own history, in my own personal history, this is a very important space for me. The first library in which I used to take books was here, in this building. And 30 years ago, when we started doing our first association, cultural association, we did our first events here in this space. So I'm glad to come back. I don't want to go on, I will stick to my paper to cut it short. To be short and sweet. Dear guests of Marrakech, both local and international, distinguished writers, friends, and readers, welcome to the opening of the second edition of the Marrakech English Book Festival. We are delighted to host this warm cultural and literary gathering, warm despite the chilly weather in Marrakech these days. Your presence here today brings great honor to our festival. Our journey began in November 2022, when we organized the first edition of this festival as a biennial event. Now, here we are in January 2025, a little later than planned, a few weeks later in fact, but with unwavering determination to give this festival a fresh start. Our ambition is to make it an annual celebration of culture and literature. Morocco, our primary collaborative partner, the Jal Riyadh Resort, which has graciously hosted all our guest authors, the National Foundation of Museums, which has provided this prestigious venue, Dar al-Basha, in the heart of the Medina, the Council of the Moroccan Community Abroad, CCME, whose support allowed us to welcome two Moroccan-American writers from the United States, Barbara Lerge and the British Academy School, whose contributions made the children's events in our program a reality. We are also grateful to our corporate sponsors, including Travel Link Morocco, Ain Naka, and La Rôtisserie de la Paix for their invaluable support. But above all, we owe the greatest thanks to you, dear guest authors, for trusting our festival and accepting our invitation with such generosity. And to you, dear readers and friends of literature, who will bring our panels to life, embracing our guests and enriching the discussion. Once again, welcome to the Marrakech English Book Festival. وأهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم.
I would like to invite Madam Salima, the creator of the beautiful Musée des Conférences d'El-Basha, to give a short speech. Salima, the floor is yours.
Thank you for this beautiful presentation. Good morning, everyone. I have a speech, so I gotta stick to it. There's no room for improvisation or anything like that, so I'm just gonna stick to my speech. Distinguished guests, esteemed authors, book lovers, and friends. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the second edition of the English Book Festival, being hosted for the very first time at the historic Museum of Conferences Dar al-Basha, here in the heart of Marrakech. It has been celebrated as a cultural crossroads, a place for diverse artistic expressions, blend graciously with centuries of tradition. To bring our English Book Festival to this identity has been celebrated as a cultural crossroads, a place for diverse artistic expressions, blend graciously with centuries.
We're doing extraordinary things in art, in design, in writing, and with photography. I'm constantly impressed with people who are not just, they're combining their love of Morocco and literature. We're doing extraordinary things in art, in design, in writing, and with photography.
Way of expressing it's a form of activism. And so I don't know what kind of impact my work has on people, but I do what I have noticed, the way of expressing, it's a form of activism. And so in mind giving me the rights, and he agreed, and so I actually